All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today I'm super honored to actually have this watch here in the channel. This is from Praesidus Watches. This is the Type A11 Tom Rice. If you guys aren't familiar with who Tom Rice was, he passed away in 2022. Tom Rice was a paratrooper in the 101st Airborne in Operation Overlord, June 6, 1944, over Normandy. So that was the D-Day invasion, the initial D-Day invasion. In the process of jumping from the plane, Tom's static line, I do believe, hooked up, and he got slammed against the fuselage. In the process of trying to free himself, extricate himself from the situation, he lost his watch. And so that story kind of got told during his revisit in 2019 to the 75th anniversary jump over Normandy. He actually jumped in 2019 himself, which was really, really impressive at his age in his late 90s. So super, super neat watch. But the Praesidus basically said, hey, this is too good of a story to not tell in the form of a watch. So what they did was created the A11 in honor of Tom Rice and a replica to the watch that would have been worn back in World War II. The only difference here is this is going to be a 38 millimeter watch. They also offer it in a 42 millimeter if you need a bigger one, which both sizes are quite a bit larger than the watches of the 1940s like that. Those were running about 32 millimeter. But let's go ahead and take a look at the watch here. And inside you've got the box here, the A11. But really, really neat timepiece. Now I have taken a moment to go ahead and pull the watch off these little rubber bands because it's always hard to do that on camera. But really, really neat timepiece. Now this double dome sapphire crystal here is going to pick up the lights from my studio here, guys, but it adds so much character to this watch. So you have a 30. I asked to see the 38 millimeter when they contacted me. So you have a 38 millimeter case from side to side. I haven't measured the lug to lug, so let's go ahead and get that here really quick. I think I moved my caliper there. Coming in at about 45, and then I think we're talking 12.5 millimeters of thickness. Yeah, just about that. You do have 20 millimeter lugs on this watch if you do decide to change the strap. Now, this one is on this nylon two-piece strap here. It is available on canvas straps also. They have canvas straps available, and I think a couple of different colorways also. The dial is very much that standard military style dial. Cathedral hands are being used on this, which I really, really love. I'm sure they're full of lume. Stick around to the end and we'll do a really nice lume shot. You can see the clean sweep of that second hand, unlike most watches of their day, which were mechanical, so they had a clean sweep. But this one is actually running a Seiko NH35, so it's beating at 21,600 vibrations per hour. So it's giving you a nice clean sweep. A little bit faster movement of that second hand than, or cleaner, I shouldn't say faster, but cleaner sweep than you would have with a mechanical watch. But very nice design overall. You can see there's some brushing on this watch on the tops of the lugs, but most of it is, I said brushing, that's polishing. That's polishing on the tops of the lugs, but you can see that most of the case itself is brushed very nicely. Pierced lugs, which is good for a military style watch. Take a look at the crown here. Simple and clean, nothing going on there. Flip it over. Now I didn't take the sticker off the case back so you guys can see that. And here we have the Praesidus Type A11 Tom Rice, 101st Airborne Division, June 6, 1944. Love that. The lost watch of D-Day. These are hand assembled in the United States with imported parts, but it's really cool. Praesidus is really trying to be part of bringing watchmaking back to America, and I think that's an awesome thing. You can see you have the quick release pins here on this strap, which is very nice, but really nice looking timepiece overall. They do have a few different models over at the website, not just the Tom Rice. They have a couple other models, so I'll leave links to their website down below. Very reasonable price for this watch, especially with American Assembly. You're talking $299 at their website, which I think is super, super good. I actually saw this on Amazon also for $249, so I'll leave links down below in the description so you guys can check out one of these watches if you're interested in picking one up. But let's go ahead and get this one on my 7-inch wrist, and be sure to stick around for that lume shot. All right, guys, so here's the watch on my 7-inch wrist. This strap is super comfortable. Now, I have a 7-inch wrist, and I actually buckled it to the last hole. So this is going to fit a pretty big wrist, to be honest with you, which is cool. I think that works good. A couple other things I wanted to show you that were in the box. Of course, I didn't show you guys the actual reference number, so here you go. That's the SKU for this one, if you guys are interested in picking this one up. This is super cool. Now, this is the warranty card. You can see there's a QR code there that you scan to get your warranty going. That is super cool, dog tag looking thing, you know, World War II definitely influence. And then you have your instruction manual. So, but nice looking timepiece. Let's dim the lights and see how much lume this one has on it. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this one with the torch. and see how she lights up, see how much glow this one has in it. So not really sure. I actually haven't seen a video, or I think I maybe watched a video on this one, but I don't remember the lume. And I don't think there's anything at all to complain about there. That is super nice lume. You guys can see that kind of vintage style lume on the hands. It looks like they're not glowing quite as much as the indices, possibly. By looking at that, it does not look like they glow quite as much, but I don't think you're going to have any problem reading this watch in the dark. Very classic vintage feeling lume on this watch, but very nice timepiece from Praesidus. I love the fact that they're making these watches or assembling these watches in the United States. I think that's great, bringing watches back to America, or watchmaking back to America again. So, all right, guys, the Tom Rice edition from Praesidus Watches, the A11. Super cool watch honoring a super impressive individual in history, in American history. So, all right, guys, you liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.